Memorial Day ceremonies, like most everything else, look different this year. But the Texas Veterans Land Board still found a way to honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Led by Texas Land Commissioner George P. Bush, the board held a virtual ceremony today via Zoom. The online event featured the Star Spangled Banner, a virtual prayer, as well as a keynote speaker, retired Navy Admiral and former UT Chancellor William McRaven. KXAN's Maggie Glenn explores just how important it is for veterans to remember their comrades who lost their lives.
Came home for 5 months to Fort Hood, Texas, and then redeployed to Baghdad, Iraq with the 1st Cavalry from 2004 to 2005 on a place called Haifa Street, which was at the time probably one of the worst places you could be.
Blake Holbrook says it wasn't a matter of if his cavalry would get hurt, but when.
I myself was wounded by a multi-grenade attack. Jack, Josiah, Jeremy, Troy, and Josiah were 5 men that we lost overseas.
Blake returned home later that year and struggled with PTSD, substance abuse, and a traumatic brain injury. Between 2008 and 2011, he spent time in 3 psychiatric wards.
Then a 30-day substance abuse rehab. In kind of 2011, I said, hey, what are you doing with your life? You are not certainly honoring the men that did not come home with you.
Blake then decided to help incarcerated veterans by working with an Austin-based counseling center.
The men that we lost were husbands, they were brothers, they were sons, and friends.
It's absolutely essential for our country to recognize the contributions that the men and women in the uniform have made.
The Texas Veterans Land Board found a way for Texans to take just a moment to remember, even if the recognition doesn't look like years past.
These freedoms that we sometimes take for granted have come at the cost of that ultimate sacrifice.